evening. How are you all doing? I hope you've had an absolutely amazing Saturday. And if you're here watching this live or on replay, you are in the right place, especially if you've been struggling with the GRE. So before I begin and before we have Kyle Rice join me on here. Okay, hold up. Kyle's here actually. So let me see if I can add Kyle. Let's see if this will work out. If it works out, we're good. We're good. Alexa, good to see you. If you guys are joining me live right now, can you comment like your name? We just want to give you a little bit of a shout out. Kyle, can you hear me?
There we go.
Kyle, can you hear me, bro?
I got you, man. I got you.
Perfect. We have Alexa here. Man, this is gonna be a good one. So first of all, for those of you who are newer to this page, what's up, Adriana? How you doing? Kelsey, good to see you. Alyssa, good to see you. Perfect. All right. So for those of y'all that don't know who I am Joseph. That's my name. But I'm one of the co-founders of Pre-PT Grind, which is a pre-PT platform that helps pre-PT students get into PT school without wasting time or money. And tonight, I brought in one of my good friends, Dr. Kyle Rice, who we will talk about in just a second. And Kyle has a lot to talk to you guys about regarding next week if you have been struggling with the GRE. Skylar, how you doing? Now, Carlos, what's up, man? Now, if you guys, before we dive into what we're going to announce tonight, because I'm so excited, man. Woo! Before we go into it tonight, I want you guys to comment GRE if you are either planning on taking the GRE for the first time or planning on taking it for a repeated time, whether that's your second time, third time. If the GRE is part of your near future, Jesse, Bashan, what's up? Olivia, good to see you. If the GRE is part of your near future and you can see it, you're like, man, in the next few weeks, days, months, the GRE is something I'm going to have to take. What's up, Alexa? I want you to comment GRE below. All we want to know is this. Whether you're watching, even if you're watching this on replay, please comment that. So all we want to know is if we're talking to the right group. Isn't that right, Kyle?
That's right.
We just want to know if we're talking to the right group. So we have Carlos, we have Barrington, we have Alexa. So comment GRE even if you're watching this on replay, because what we have to share to you is what we have to share tonight is for you. It's for you. If you've already crushed the GRE and you're like, man, that's old news, I'm already done with that. Well, this is not for you. But if you're like, the GRE is in my near future, then this is exactly where you're supposed to be. So we have Adriana, we have Skylar, we have Barrington, we have Carlos, we have Alexa. Keep them coming. Good to see you guys. So a little bit about Kyle, because some of y'all have never heard of Kyle. You guys have never seen him. Some of y'all have. So Kyle is a good friend of mine, but what Kyle does is Kyle is a physical therapist who has a business that helps students when they finish PT school, right? So Barrington said, I haven't taken it yet. Look, excited for any insight. Perfect. Barrington, you're in the right place, man. You are in the right place. So like Kyle helps students after they finish PT school. Now, y'all feel the stress you guys feel right now as pre-PTs? Can y'all imagine what it's like after you get into PT school? Well, I know y'all are like, man, if I could just get into PT school, I would be on cloud 9. But imagine after all the money you've spent at the PT school, and then now you have one exam. You finished your schoolwork, you finished everything. You have one exam between you working and actually getting paid for what you do, and potentially never being able to use that degree ever. Now, if you guys, tell me right now, let me know in the comments. If you go through all this work to get into PT school, go through PT school, you crush it, you do this, and then there's one exam that stops you from working as a PT, like raise your hand if you would be fairly disappointed. Sorry, raise your hand if you'd be pretty doggone stressed. Raise your hand if that would like create a lot of anxiety. Raise your hand if that, like, if it would mean absolutely everything to have someone that could guide you. Let's not even talk about the GRE yet. Like, we're about to hit the GRE. But if you guys had let's say you crush the GRE, you get into PT school, you've done all this stuff, and there's one exam. Raise your hand if you would be like, man, this thing is frustrating. Like how many of y'all would be pretty frustrated if you could not get over that hurdle? Just give me the little hand emoji.
Yeah, buddy.
Extremely frustrated. Frustrated.
Definitely.
Like you're $70,000 in debt at that point. Maybe $100,000 in debt. Maybe more. Maybe some from undergrad. And now there's one exam standing in your way. What? What? So what Kyle has done, and Kyle will share more of his story as we go throughout the like what we're about to announce, like what we're about to announce to you tonight. He will share more of his story during that, as long as you don't miss it. But what Kyle has done is he's taken his experience where he failed. How many exams was it? Was it 13?
13, brother. 13.
13 exams. 13 standardized exams, not just the GRE. Like he'll share more about that. I don't like spoilers, so I'm not going to spoil it for the Kyle. I'm not going to spoil it.
That's all right.
Every possible thing you are feeling right now, whether it's being anxious, whether it's the stress, whether it's the overwhelm, whether it's just freaking out, whether it's just being like feeling defeated, where you've taken it, and for those of y'all that have never taken it, you're just like, I just don't want to have to deal with that. Like he's felt every single one of them. And so what he did is during his PT school, like during his schooling, he was like, yo, I have to do this completely differently. So he invested time to learning how standardized exams work first, because he was always scared of the big test at the end of PT school. And when he did that, it was a few years that he did that for. But ultimately, that exam that I just told you all about, he got a perfect score on the board exam that you take after you finish PT school. So then he said, yo, why can't I help other students do that? So that's what he does. Literally, that's what he does full time, is he helps students dominate standardized exams, specifically the board exam. But now I was like, Kyle, we have to do something for the pre-PTs, my friend.
That's right.
We have to do something for the pre-PTs, because I cannot tell y'all how many messages I personally get, not even through the pre-PT grind page, like how many messages I personally get from students that are like, yo, like should I quit? Should I mean, like I'm giving it my best. Like, should I just like not apply to PT school? Students that have started to think, well, maybe I'm not meant for PT school because I can't pass this doggone exam. Oh, I'm sorry, not pass, because I can't get a 300 or whatever the score that they're aiming for is. And so they decide, well, maybe I'm not a fit for PT. And now all these thoughts, just like it's toxic. And the honest truth is, like, yeah, you worked your butt off. But what we're gonna share with y'all this week is the things that, like, really you haven't been told. You haven't been taught in your Magoosh books. You haven't learned in, like on campus at Andrews University, we used to have a little class for GRE prep. Yeah, if you take one of those, you haven't been taught that there. Kyle's going to teach y'all the things that he has used to help hundreds and hundreds of students in the U.S. crush their standardized exams. And he's going to do it through the GRE. So what we're doing, Kyle, they ready? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know if they're ready, but they better be.
Ready. If y'all are ready to hear what we're about to share, something that's happening next week, just comment ready. Because I don't know, if they're not ready, Kyle, you and I are both hungry. We can go eat, get some water, we can go get hydrated or something, hey, you got the tea. Ready. But if you guys want to hear, if you guys are like, ooh, whatever it is they have that's going on next week, like, say ready. If you guys are ready for whatever it is we're about to share with you guys, just comment ready below. Let's freaking get it, Warren.
Put it down. Put it down.
Comment ready. What's up, Anthony? Let me shout out some names here. We got Alexa. We got Lauren. Kayla. Great to have you all here tonight. Brandon, great to have you here. Let's freaking get it, Skylar. Let's freaking get it, Barrington. All right, perfect. But just comment ready below. Comment ready below. Kyle, before we announce it, is there anything that you want to share with the people before we let them know what we're about to gift them with for next week?
Yeah, those of you who are struggling with the GRE, if you are, trust me, you're not alone. A ton of us go through that. I know I did, and you're going to hear all about my story this week. So like Joseph said, I'm not going to give y'all any spoilers right now. But what I will say is that if you're struggling with the GRE, what we have for you is the solution. Like, you have a problem, whether it's anxiety related or whether, you know, it's the fact that your score is just very stagnant. It just won't, no matter what you do, it just won't increase. We have the solution for it. There's been a ton of students that, you know, have gone through the accepted system, have gone through my coaching programs as well. And we figured out, okay, what are the problems that people are having? And we created the solution for it, tested it, made it sure it was working. And now we've developed something. Oh, we developed something, baby. So
They know, man. I think they're ready. I think they're ready.
I don't think they're ready, but they better get ready.
They better be.
It's time to go next level.
GRE, we got to demolish the GRE. So here's what we're doing.
That's it.
Next week, I want y'all to mark this down in your schedules. On Monday night, on Tuesday night, on Wednesday night, and on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We are doing a video training series. A 4-part video training series live inside of this group. So if y'all got friends that are struggling with this, they better get into the pre-doctor of physical therapy students group before Monday.
Right.
Live inside of this group. And we'll do it just like this. Y'all see how it's a split screen and all that stuff? We'll do it just like this. And we will take care of y'all for 4 days straight. 4 days straight. Live trainings on how to dominate. Yo, we're doing it right here. What's up, Alex? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. So, right here. And if you want to be tagged in, if you're like, yo, listen, Kyle, listen, Joseph, I've tried a lot of different things. I've actually had, like, I may have taken the exam a few times. I actually spoke to somebody today that's taken it 4 times. Like, I did it 4 times.
Right.
I did it 3 times. One of our students in the accepted system actually took it 4 times and then passed it on their 5th, and they're crushing it. Y'all can't self-identify with the failure, with the frustration of not passing the GRE the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd time. What you do have to do is say, am I willing to learn it the right way?
Right.
Am I willing to learn something? Because the thing is, like, whatever you've tried clearly hasn't worked too well for a lot of people. And some of us are just better at standardized exams than others, but it doesn't mean that you can't crush it. Don't think, man, I'm not good at standardized exams. Maybe I just got to pick schools that don't look at the GRE. Maybe I just shouldn't apply to PT school. Maybe I should just do something. Come on, y'all. So we're like, we want to make sure that that's no longer an excuse. So here, if you guys want to be tagged in it, I want y'all to say, tag me. Tag me. That's how and every night we're actually giving y'all a gift. So, God, Kyle. Oh my goodness.
We taking care of them, baby. That's what we do, though. Is that not what we do?
People. You gotta take care of people. So comment tag me below if you don't want to miss any one of those trainings. And the honest truth is, the beauty of live streams is y'all can watch the replay afterwards, right? So say tag me either way. Even if you're working, say tag me. You can listen to it on your car ride to school, to class, to work, to whatever. But we want to make sure that y'all are well taken care of. By the end of next week, here's what I want. Kyle, here's what I want. By the end of next week, I want it to be so exposed as to how to really crush the GRE that all of a sudden it's like we can't use the excuse of, like, I did not have enough. I don't know everything. I don't know how to do it. Like, after next
That's deep.
That excuse will be eliminated. So if y'all don't want to miss it, just say tag me, tag me down. If y'all got friends, tag your friends in this. Friends that are in this group, be like, oh my gosh, y'all got to be in this thing. Because y'all, listen, we all need to learn. You're going to have to, the same things you guys are going to learn from this, like from what Kyle's going to share with you and everything like that. Like, it's the same things that correlate with what you're going to need when you finish PT school anyway, right? So y'all have 2 walls to go through between the GRE and that. So just do it all at once. 2 birds with 1 stone. We're starting Monday night. Tag me. Comment tag me.
Right now.
Y'all, listen, this is free. It's like free information by y'all tripping. Like, free information. Comment tag me below, and we got you. We're going to take great care of you because we believe that y'all like, Pre-PTs are the future of this profession. This profession is currently going through a transition, right? Where all of a sudden a lot of the old school ways of doing things are being flushed out, and that's a lot of what you guys have heard from advisors, and that's when Casey and I talk. We're like, yo, like your advisors are teaching y'all the wrong things. Those things don't work anymore. In the same way that a lot of the strategies for getting into PT school, the old school things, don't work anymore, it's the same thing with the GRE. So
same thing. Yeah.
Let's go into it Monday night. Comment tag me below. If you comment tag me, we will make sure that every single night your name is tagged under the training so that you don't miss it. Is that fair? Is that fair?
That's fair. That's fair to me.
Little hand emojis, little clapping hand.
Do it, baby.
A little like double hand up or whatever. Because we want to make y'all taken care of. Kyle, is there anything you want them to know or understand before we start everything on Monday night, boss?
Yeah, so it's really about making sure this week you're thinking about, actually this weekend, well, we're Saturday, right? So make sure that over the next day or so, you're thinking about what are the problems that you're currently having right now. Like, what do you feel like is a major problem for you with the GRE? Your score is not moving. You're anxious and you feel like that's affecting you. You're not able to understand the words. There's too much vocabulary words that are out there. Whatever it is, I need you to write that down on a list and make sure that you come with a pen and a piece of paper ready to freaking learn this week, because we're going to be dropping some fire. We got some goodies, man. I'm not going to spoil anything. We got some goodies, and then, oh, man. Oh, they ain't ready. They ain't ready for it.
No idea.
And then the secrets. And then we're going to drop some secrets on them as well. So just make sure that you are just so prepared for this week to learn. We're going to make sure we bring you fire, ton of value. Again, thank you, Joseph, for even bringing me on to this. You know, we're taking these people to the next level. Like you said, they are the future of the profession.
For sure. Hands down. Hands down. That's it, man. Kyle, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
You got it, bro.
Taking time out of your week to serve the pre-PTs, honestly, the best pre-PTs in the country, because if they're here already, it means that they're searching for some serious answers, and they're ready to level up. So
that's right.
Man, can't wait. If you're watching this live or on replay, comment tag me, and we'll make sure to take great care of you and tag you in every single training this next week. It will be in this group live, so get your pen and paper ready. Get some popcorn on the side because you might want to celebrate a little bit. You know what I mean? But we got you guys. Have an amazing rest of your Saturday evening. Much love. Appreciate y'all. Have a blessed one. See you on Monday night.
Appreciate you.